coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. On the handoff, this is Mostert. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This one to use check. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's George. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Slam, slam, slam. 19 right. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
Looking to throw. Gregory. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Steelers. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Oh, none of that.
Jeff Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And now
before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. 4 down, 4 down. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Going 58's the mic.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Here's a gift to Jones running left. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Now on 2nd and 16, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Steelers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
He's not going to get me. Check 43. Cowboy 80.
They hand it off to Mostert. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Lay down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Rip left, rip left. 79 Bronco. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Back to throw. Gregory. He finds his man, complete. It's George. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here's Mostert. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Valentine now from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 8 yards to go on second down.
Let's go. Mosi, 89, 89. Watch 89. Single. 58.
Now Jones.
Let's go, Keith. Big series right here.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Here we go.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
58 to Mike, 58.
Throwing Jones.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Jam. Hey.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. And Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
Jones throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Don't be scared of it.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
36.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And they'll get this down to the 10. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Mike's 59.
Don't let him breathe. Mustang 19. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
On first down, Jones.
Here we go, let's bring it.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year, with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Mike 19. It's going to be a long...
To throw again, Gregory. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Mike 19, Mike 19. Watch the curve, watch the curve.
On 3rd and 2, Gregory. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
We got this.
A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
Slam, slam, slam.
They'll run the draw with Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch the left, watch the left.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Coming.
Looking to throw. Gregory. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
2 times, 2 times. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Mike 19.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Touchdown! Jared Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Jones throwing on first down. He'll let it go deep for Becker. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Here's McPherson now to send it away. Valentine opting not to return it, and his guys will have it at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them. Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them. On 2nd and 10, Jones gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
Throwing on first down. Jones. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long. And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones, room to run past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
A give to Jones. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So that one will be accepted.
Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
I'm coming for you. You mine. 58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. 58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic.
Back to throw again. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right in the yard.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
And we got to get to the ball.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. They run it again with Janovich. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Andy Janovich, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
A good gain on 1st has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Back to throw. Gregory. And this is Cook with a grab.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Undercrush. 60 Bison.
Off play action. Gregory. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
Watch the pass.
Looking to throw. Gregory. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Gregory. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw. Gregory. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Now, all through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football and in the passing game. Here we are in the 4th quarter. A time you'd think they'd be running the football. They're still tossing it around and having great success. And it appears a whole lot of fun as well.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Here's Mostert, toss left side. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So, I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. I got it.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Check pass.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Mike 19. Mike 19.
This is Mostert. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd and 9, Gregory rolling to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. McPherson's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow give the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away. But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
That's the way. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
70 Lions.
Bandit. Bandit. Slam. Slam.
Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
79 yards on the ground for him so far.
So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it?
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Kyle Juszczyk with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. McPherson on for the point after.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Check, 59. All day, just like that. Just like that.
To throw is Jones.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
William Jackson with a pick.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Shut up. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Hey, what's that? Check Mike 54. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Steelers,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.